You work hard, you save, you finally buy that car you've been dreaming about. Maybe it's a BMW, a Porsche, or a brand new Tesla. You post it online, people like it, maybe even leave a fire emoji. You feel proud. You should. Then you see Ralph Lauren's garage, 70 cars, à private collection, worth over $350 million et 0 stored in a luxury facility that looks cleaner than most art museums. And suddenly, your dream car starts to feel kind of small, because this isn't just a flex, it's not for show. It's a quiet reminder that your version of success isn't even scratching the surface. The secret world you're not in. You know Ralph Lauren for the clothes, the iconic polo horse, the blazers, the legacy brand. But what you don't know, he's built a garage so exclusive even billionaires would kill to get a look inside. This isn't your typical celebrity garage full of rented Lambos and overhyped hypercars. Ralph doesn't care about trends. He doesn't care about flash. He cares about permanence, about art, about legacy. While you're watching reviews on the next EV drop, Ralph's walking past the one of 20,936 Bugatti with original paint and custom-built interior that haven't seen daylight in decades. Garage itself worth millions alone. Let's talk about where these cars live. This isn't a warehouse. It's not even a garage. It's a temple, a Transgerfoot climate control, architect design masterpiece. White walls that bounce light just right. Jet black epoxy floors that reflect each car like a mirror. Jet black each car like a mirror. Gallery lighting plussed with surgical precision. The temperature set to preserve leather, paint, and rare metals. Soft. Is the humidity controlled down to the decimal? On security, don't even think about it. It's so clean you'd feel guilty breathing inside. You've been excited about organizing your tools last weekend. Ralph hired architect to design a sanctuary just for metal and motors. That house where history is sleeps. Alright, time to look at what's actually parked inside this $350 a 0-100M garage Ferrari 250 GTO $70 million, 0 cents. This is the crown jewel, only Trans 6 made, often considered the most valuable car in the world. Ralph's is pristine, original panels, factory-correct specs, and driven maybe once a decade. The curves, the proportions, the sound, this isn't a car, it's mechanical royalty. Engineered with soul and legacy, most collectors would sell their entire fleet just to own this one. You're out here admiring your neighbor's Ferrari Roma. Ralph owns the car. Other Ferrari owners worship like a deity. Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic, $40 million. 0 cents. Only fou were ever made. Only fou presentive ever privately owned. Ralph has one, designed in the 1930 recé with an Art Deco style that doesn't exist anymore. This car has riveted seams, a spine running down the roof, and a silhouette so rare it looks like a sculpture from a science fiction film. It's the kind of design that would never pass regulations today because it wasn't made for rules, just beauty. It's not a car, it's a ghost from another world, preserved like a crown jewel. McLaren F1 LM $20 million, 0 cents. The LM is rarer than the standard F1. Lighter, louder, raw. Only 5 LMs were ever made, and Ralph has one, naturally aspirated V12. No turbos, no hybrid tech, just pure, analog speed. It doesn't need launch control, it doesn't need a spoiler that moves. This is what real driving felt like before technology got in the way. And Ralph, it treats it like a museum exhibit. Never raced, barely driven, just preserved, because even legends need silence sometimes. You're still deciding between sport mode and eco mode? Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing, $2.50 M+. Doors that open like wings, a shape that made history. The Gullwing isn't just a car, it's the first supercar. Ralph owns more than one, each one restored to surgical precision. From the stitched seats to the inline-6 engine, every inch is a masterclass in design. People forget this was the fastest production car of its time. And it didn't just look futuristic, it rewrote the blueprint of what luxury performance could be. Ralph didn't just collect it, he preserved its soul. You're still arguing online about which car has the better exhaust note. Jaguar XKSS, $30 million, 0 cents. The XK SS isn't just rare, it's mythical. Born from Jaguar's D-type race cars, only Cs were made before a fire at the factory destroyed the rest. Ralph owns one of the survivors. It's lightweight, open-top, and filled with leather that smells like 1957. This isn't the kind of car you drive. It's the kind you feel in your bones. It growls, it breathes. It reminds you of a time when cars weren't built in silence, they were built with fury. Steve McQueen had one. Jay Leno dreams of it. Ralph just quietly keeps his under perfect lighting. Lamborghini Reventon Roadster, $2.00 M. The Reventon is into Lamborghini, is a stealth bomber on wheels. Only 15 Roadsters were made. Flat angles, carbon fiber, everything. And a look that screams, don't even try to catch me. While most people obsess over Huracans and Aventadors, Ralph skipped all of that and went straight to the top. The Reventon wasn't built for mass attention. It was built for those who already have everything and still want something no one else does. This isn't a car you park. It's a car you stage, like a fighter jet in a hangar. Elliot Gerland, on Ralph, he did exactly that. Porsche 900 and Spider $1.50 M. Don't let the price fool you. The 918 isn't just another hypercar. It's a turning point. Vidangen, 2 electric motors, nearly 900 horsepower, and styling that still makes people stare. This isn't for crypto bros or TikTok millionaires. It's for someone who understands restraint, engineering, and legacy performance. Ralph keeps his not because it's fast, but because it's important, because it represents a moment in history when speed evolved. You're out here wondering if EVs will kill driving. Ralph already owns the car that proved they won't. Alfa Romeo 8C 2900B, Mille Miglia, $25 million, 0 cents. Most people have never even heard of it, and that's exactly why it's in Ralph's collection. Bulletin de 1930S, the Alfa Romeo 8C 2900B is one of the most elegant pre-war racers ever made. With a straight 8 engine, streamlined coachwork, and mille miglia pedigree, this car was once the fastest road car on the planet. It's not flashy, it's not loud, but it's pure class on wheels, something only true collectors can appreciate. And of course, Ralph owns one of the finest examples left on Earth. You didn't even know this car existed. Ralph preserved it so the world wouldn't forget. The Restoration Lab. Here's where things go next level. When Ralph buys a car, it doesn't just get parked. It goes through a restoration process so meticulous it makes high-end watchmakers look sloppy. Leather restitched by hand, wood interiors unsanded and varnished. Engine parts remachined using 3D scanning and CNC modeling. Paint matched with period-accurate formulas that don't even exist anymore. He has a private restoration team, not mechanics, artisans. And while your guy's still figuring out why your check engine light is on, Ralph's team is recreating 1940 gauge from scratch. His fashion and cars. There's a reason this doesn't feel random. Ralph Lauren's fashion empire is built on one idea, and that is timeless class. No gimmicks, no trends, just clean lines, heritage, and quality. His garage, Samsung. Look at the colors. Black, white, gray. Rarely anything flashy. Look at the car's curve, craftsmanship, presence. Every car fits the Ralph Lauren aesthetic. That's not an accident. He didn't build a garage. He curated an identity. You are not invited. And that's the point. You can tour it, you can rent it, you can film it. Very few people have even seen it in person. Once in a while, he lets a car out to Pebble Beach to Villa d'Est, or, in one insane case, to the Louvre Museum in Paris. Yeah, his cars were displayed in the same room as the Mona Lisa. Your car just got declined for an alignment, 350 million and growing fast. This isn't just a garage, it's an investment portfolio. Every car here appreciates over time. No depreciation, no trendy crashes, juste legacy value. The GTO doubled in value in 10 years. The Atlantic can't even estimate. The F1 from $1.00 M to $20.00 M in under 2 decades. And Ralph, he's not just sitting on it. He's watching his collection quietly grow, while everyone else burns money on leased Huracans. You can compete, but you can learn. This is where it hits. You'll never catch up to Ralph Lauren. You won't buy your way into this world, because it's not just about having money. It's about taste, timing, vision, and access. You could win the lottery tomorrow. You could win the lottery tomorrow. and still not qualify to buy most of the cars in this collection. They look at your name and say no thanks. But here's what you can do. You can stop chasing hype. You can stop pretending flashy equals reach. You can start building something timeless. Because Ralph Lauren didn't get here by accident. He built a brand, he built a style, he built trust over 50 years. And this garage, it's not just about cars. It's about the power of legacy. So next time you think you've seen luxury, remember this. Ralph Lauren's $350 M garage exists, and it makes everything else look like a flex gone wrong. You're out here chasing horsepower. He's out here collecting art on wheels. And while most people show off their cars for clout, Ralph doesn't show anything. Because when you've built something timeless, you don't need to flex. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, because garages like this deserve more than just a scroll.